Trafford Stadium in Athens. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with Virginia Tech's head coach pregame. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff for Frazier. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to the run, it's Frazier. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
To throw, it's Stockton. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Georgia! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm. Yeah,
or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Listen, sometimes these quarterbacks, they get locked in on who they want to throw to. I didn't think he was open there. Nice job by the defender, breaking on the football, batting the ball down, making sure that receiver can't make a play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give to Frazier. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Here's a give to Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And I think QBs rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you could tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A run for the quarterback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, is really proven to be a great back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Keith. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Bulldogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They're going to run it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Run inside. It's Hawkins. Turning it on. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the red zone, it's Overton. Here's a little room. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw at Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They'll give to Frazier. Finding some room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. The 18 unit on the field. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker is Heath. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking for a man. It's Ryan. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Frazier. Now rolling to the left. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be?
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben. Bling, bling, bling.
Wants to throw. It's Ryan. Caught over the middle. It's Overton. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. And the Hokies in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half. But before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Fighting Irish With a gritty victory away from home, this team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Frazier again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. With the catch, it's Humphries. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Dropping back, it's Ryan. Escapes the pressure going right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Tight end now in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Ryan. Fires to the middle. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. The Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He wants it all. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Got a little grass, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that 1st. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On the run, deep down the right side. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the outside. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Overton. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might as well stick with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. Turns it loose. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The run inside. It's Overton. There's some room. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. The Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I expect them to do on this next play.
Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Great job by the back on the option.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.